What's up, guys? Vince Ridey here, and welcome to another episode of this week's Breaks. And pretty much, I don't have a lot here. I do have some shout outs. You definitely gotta check these podcasts out. And there's a good amount that I have seen, and pretty much, I might as well sort of mention them. Let me just find them actually. I have photos to help me remind stuff. So, you should definitely check out these different podcasts that I've been looking at, I've been watching. Some of them stuck around a while, and some of them are new, or at least new guests that they have. But yeah, we're gonna get into the ones, at least four that I'm gonna mention. So, I want to make a big shout out to Northern Souls Crew. This one happens to have a podcast with Menno, and this was like 6 days ago that they recorded, or maybe 7 days ago as I'm recording. That they were pretty much it's called Break Wiser Interviews with Bboy Menno, talking about his associations with Def Dogs and Rebel Beast One and his wins and blah blah blah, all that stuff. That Menno, because he's just that killer. Northern Souls Crew is the same guy, I guess the same guy in that crew that is interviewing Menno is also the same person that interviewed B-Boy Robin from Green Panda. So, it's just something to keep in mind, that you got to hear some amazing stuff from him. Definitely support him. Next up is Break Circle, or should I say BRK Circle. This one happens to have the BRK Talk. Their first episode just released, and they got DJ Kanfu. I love his mixes, and also B-Girl Casted, as well as B-Boy Cisco, which I haven't seen in a while, but yeah, they basically chatted it up. We got B-Boy Admir, the crazy guy that was on the Beast. Yo, yeah. That's what I keep thinking when it comes down to B-Boy Admir. A lot of times I'm just like, yeah. It was like, relax. You're from Belgium. Okay, I guess, I don't know. I never been to Belgium. I don't know how they acted. But I can only imagine that maybe the most hyped ones, especially the ones that English is not their first language, that they happen to go crazy. But yeah, definitely check it out. Admir did a good job hosting this, and it's just, more podcasts, more goodness, more support. That's what we need to do. Next up is GTV Official. Now, this is the same guy that actually hosted one of the RDC events in somewhere in Switzerland. And yeah, he's hosting this one as well, and pretty much interviewing, as well as him being sponsored by G-Shock, which is interesting, especially with the amount of subs. It doesn't matter how many subs you can get. If you have, like, when you have a sponsor something, I guess the subs don't count or some, because he is like, you would think like people like with 1,000 million subscribers would be sponsored by G-Shock. Apparently this guy is sponsored and doesn't have that much subs, but has a good interview with B-Boy Nazgul. And this is their season 6, episode 6. I'm like, what? So he probably did a bunch of other seasons and other episodes with other guests. Something to look at, something to check out. And I guess it's one of those moments, And yes, all of these are in English, even though English is not their first language, which is amazing because, it's good to see them. And there's other B-Boy podcasts where, you have ones in Russian and ones in Brazilian, and those I just couldn't understand because obviously English is kind of like mostly my language, or maybe a bit of Italian. But yeah, other than that, definitely check us out. The Breaking Show, your favorite breaking show, it's called, with B-Boy Nazgul. Also, as well as this other interview that I want to mention, shout out to Spin Theory. I don't know what I would call this. I love Smurf. I just want to let him know that, hey, please don't hate me for saying this, but my goodness, the glaze was crazy. Check out in Spin Theory, one of the biggest B-Boy channels at the moment. In terms of commentary, in terms of interviews, I think it's one of the biggest out there, if I'm correct. But B-Boy Smurf interviewed B-Boy Ivan. And just hearing that alone, I can just hear the amount of, like, vocabulary going on. Like, the whole time, I think they almost rapped the whole entire interview. Like, rapping, And I'm just like, what is happening? The thing is that I feel like if I comment in that interview, like, because it has the chat on, I feel like just that, that feeling that, man, I just know that Smurf is gonna call me out. He's like, yo, Vince, yo, come to the lot, yo, here's the Streamlabs, come in. I'm like, oh shoot, man, I don't know what it is. It's like anybody in Spin Theory or something, especially B-Boy Smurf tends to test my anxiety. Listen, my anxiety was tested when I was inside of that Flea Rock interview, which I will never forget. I want to just interview Flea Rock just to let him know about that moment in Spin Theory when I was with B-Boy Smurf that, I was just like nervous. And the whole time I was like that. You know what I mean? I know I was young, okay? I probably was like before I was 25 when meeting Flea Rock, but since I'm older, I regret that moment. I don't regret the moment. I just regret myself just being an anxious mess. I'm just an introvert in general, okay? And man, is being a b-boy and being an introvert don't mix. They don't mix, okay? See, there's a reason why I don't really compete out here much because that just don't mix, okay? But yeah, definitely go check it out. Ivan Smurf, I miss you, B-Boy Smurf. Hopefully, a collab will come soon. You know what? I could easily do it now. I could easily do it later. I should stop making promises, but I feel like there's a slight window that this could be the year that could do it. I don't know. I just feel like I could hear a voice just telling me like, "Yo, Vince, you got how about you know what? You got to do it now." I was like, "Yes, God. In Jesus' name, I'll definitely speak to these b-boys and b-girls that I promised interviews with." Man, pretty much one of them is Zeku. Man, why did I give him that? Probably like, yo, man, I want to interview one day. I promise to make that happen. Why did I tell Zeku that? Why did I? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways, yeah, those are those podcasts, those 4 podcasts. Definitely check them out. They're worth watching, and they're a lot of fun. Okay, when b-boys come together and talk together, it's like a cipher, but with just a conversation. And I feel like that's how it should be. At the end of the day, that's what breaking the circle is sometimes a conversation. A battle, conversation, argument, whatever you may call it. Anyways, let's get into this episode of this week's breaks. So yeah, pretty much how's my day going? Oh, thank you for asking. Listen, it's been hard to find workshops. Finding a place for any b-boys and b-girls to have a place to basically just break, and also, like, here's the thing. I've been trying to find one out here in this hillbilly neighborhood in California. It's hard. It's not easy because most of the times it's actually for like high school students, for young girls or something, like for ballerinas or whatever. And I just wish there was one here that isn't for that. It's for hip hop. It's for whether it's a dance class or breaking class or some sort, a workshop. The thing is that I would really want one here, and the options are not much out there, or maybe I just don't know. I don't know the freaking code of how to crack when it comes down to finding places where b-boys can actually come to either work or to do a dance workshop or participate one or practice. Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was an app for that. Like, hey, if you want to practice, if you want to find jams out there, go check out this app. Especially, you don't even need to be a b-boy or b-girl. If you're a house dancer, a popper, a whacker, or any forms of those street dances, then here's an app to check it out, or a website. But the thing is that where that at though? Where that at though? And pretty much it's not being advertised. It's not doing a good job being advertised. That would actually help many b-boy, b-girls businesses. But of course, that's just not happening, and there's a part of me where I'm like kind of upset about that because I really do really want to make that happen. I want that to be a real thing, and sadly, it isn't. And especially, I really am trying to look for a workshop around here in my neighborhood, and I don't freaking know. I don't want to go to a gym and just practice there. I want to actually have a proper place to practice. I don't know if to rent a studio or something. It's something affordable, just like a jam sesh or anything. Let me tell you, it is not easy. It is not easy finding around here, especially how the weather's bad. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Also, I've been skateboarding here and there. Pretty much, I just been in a skateboarding mood. I'm not good at it. I can ollie, and I guess that's it. I can 180 or something. But yeah, not a lot of moves. Also moving on. Let me see here. Apparently, oh yeah. So break the floor just happened. It it just decided to happen. Yeah. So break the floor. Apparently, the battle that I saw in break the floor is uh, excuse me, is yeah, I did see figure two style versus breaking me up. What is up with these two kids with glasses that are just breaking look like a freaking Warcraft land group? Listen, I'm a gamer and I can say that. And also, breaking Mia. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. B-boy sis from Belgium is, yeah, okay. Apparently, he's part of breaking Mia. But we also got B-boy hero. Listen, I don't want to ask freaking Nels one. Like he's still like I don't even know what answer he would give. Yes, he's dope. He's a cool guy, but I want to ask somebody. Shoot, when I interview freaking B-boy Zeku, I have to ask him. So what is this? Like a super crew? It's a super crew? Hmm? Is this what we're doing? Hmm? Like we have B-boy Alvin, Hero 10, B-boy Sis. What's next? What's next, man? Just the super crew. That's what it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I love it. I love breaking me up, but I'm just saying. So what? Well, we super crew? I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I did see some of the battles here and there. There goes Japan again, killing it. Of course, Japan always has to kill every freaking event in France, and we're about to get into that more later. Also, what's up with the b-boy like introductions when you introduce the crew? What's up with that, host, huh? Listen, you do realize this is a breaker show. You don't need freaking cheerleaders and also b-boy and b-girl it defeats the purpose. Like, we're here to watch some breaking, but you're adding breaking on breaking. Sometimes you gotta limit the breaking, okay? I don't know who the host's name is. Me no speak French. You know what's funny is that I've been to that place. Cannes City, right? Cannes, France. It's beautiful. It's warm. I don't think it's even France. It feels like either Mexico or Africa or the Caribbean. That's what it feels like when I was going there. I still remember it, and it was hot. It's freaking hot in Kings. But yeah, nice place to put an event, break the floor. Yeah, it looks all nice. I like the direction. It feels like high quality in a sense, and also like a big deal. But also, like, why you gotta have the introductions like this? Like, as b-boys in the crew are doing flips or just doing like the, like, come on, we're here to see the breaking, not the breaking from the introductions. Okay, for crying out loud, they're not competing. And of course, whatever, it's their show, and it's just a criticism, okay? Listen, the fact that I'm talking about these events, I get to now criticize them because I don't freaking care. Also, it's for the best for the culture. Sometimes, listen, you know what's the one thing I forgot to criticize when I was watching Breaking the Barrel? And maybe I don't know. I don't remember, like, really mentioning this, but the camera angles are just horrid. The one of the worst camera angles that I have ever seen was Breaking the Barrel, one of the biggest Brazilian b-boy events out there, and that's the way I can say it because me no speak no Portuguese. Okay, sorry, but yeah, the worst camera angles I have ever seen. And for this one, Break the Floor had like a history of camera angles that are not good, but now they kind of fix it and it's all better. But not everything's perfect because here I am. And also like yeah, I guess that's it. I forgot the finals. I freaking watched the finals and I completely forgot about it. Oh man, this imagine me having this as a job and I would fail completely. Oh. Anyways, moving on. Next up, speaking of France, let's talk about Crew Legend 2025. That's right. Skill Zoo production, shouts to them. I did see all the events there. I saw the battles, I saw like people like the crews like Power Crew versus Last Squad, Body Carnival was going crazy there versus Legi Team, Obstruction, freaking Spain Generation. I don't freaking read Roman numerals, so I'm just gonna call it Spain Generation versus Breaking Crew, and also you got also Chester's the Prims. Listen, I don't speak French, okay? It was a struggle to survive in Cannes, but when it was listen, I don't know how to say it. I know the crew, They have like a crew member there named Colonel, but it's spelled like Colonial, but it's actually his name is Colonel. The guy that actually someone had a beef with B-Boy Diaz. Yeah, he's there. And they were battling against Body Carnival. And my gosh, what a savage battle. Easton was not holding back, which he shouldn't, especially against Chester's the Prince, which is it's a crew that I feel like, man, I don't know what it is. There's a part of me where I feel like they don't get a lot of respect because they're that savage and they're such an easy target. I mean, just look at that battle when top nine, when B-Boy Robin was going at freaking like at Colonel's neck. I feel like nobody likes Colonel. What's up with this guy? Like, did he do something wrong? Is he? I know Schlag is cool. You know, I like Schlag. You know, he's a dope B-boy. His freezes and people tend to call him out for like the amount of like repeats or whatever. But he's a cool guy, you know, when he was breaking. Also, I saw Navi Crew versus Immigrants. Apparently, Clayu is part of Navi Crew. I don't know what that's about. Like, Poland is different from Ukraine, and we just decided to combine the two. Sure. I mean, whatever. I guess, you know, Navi Crew had the approval, but also, Clayu, yeah, still annoying. Still annoying when it comes to him battling. I'm sorry, okay? He's a dope boy. And I feel like I would have a fun time hanging out with him. But man, when he battles, hella annoying, bro. Absolutely just obnoxious. I think that's how it is when it comes to battling and your persona just pops out. What you basically are known for in terms of battling. And you see that all within all these other crews going at each other. You know, it's just another day, another like battle. So I guess that's what's up. But yeah, I did see the I don't know if I saw the finals. I don't think I did see the finals or something like that. I forget which one it was. Yeah, Jinjo Crew going up against Body Carnival. That was crazy. Jinjo Crew apparently is still doing it. In Body Carnival, they got the new generation there as well. Yeah, they're killing it. So everything's all good here. You know, it seems like Asia is just, I don't know. Why is it in France, when it comes down to B-Boy events, that Korea and Japan is showing their all? It's basically they shine more when they're in freaking Europe. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, but yeah, that's it for, I guess, Crew Legend. There's other stuff to talk about, but so far, that's what I watch. But can I just say one more thing? Power Crew was killing it. Africa represent. Anyways, let's move on to B-Boy Anonymous. Is that what it's called? Okay, I'm just reading B-Boy Network over here. It's called B-Boy Anonymous. Claim to Fame 2025. So I watched the final, Denver versus Kobe. Kobe from Guam and Denver, originally from Ukraine, but now live in the U.S., both American citizens as of right now. You know what's funny is that, why is his name Denver, but he's not from Denver? But for whatever reason, that's a freaking Ukrainian name. I don't know. Maybe the dad was a freaking American, or the mother, or someone. I don't know what the history is of this kid, but, and also I guess he studies here in America, because, you know, he's not even like 21 or something, or maybe about to go to college. I heard he just turned 18 or something. So I guess happy late birthday to Denver, but also to Kobe. Man, this guy killing it. Man, he ain't playing around, especially with his wushu style. This, like, you know, I like the stomps that he does and the movements. So, you know, he was a bit more hungry, especially coming back from Whack Donuts, the other B-Boy event that B-Boy Network put out. Like, he was in the finals of there with B-Boy Scarface and also with the other guy. And yeah, it's good to see him still going at it, you know, especially after some donuts. I guess you're going for the whole meal and decide to go to Vegas. I don't know if he lives in Vegas. You know, I know he's with Full Force, but I don't know if he's really in Vegas or something or not. I don't know that information. I'm not I'm not the nosiest person at all, okay? And it's for a good reason. You know, it would be weird if I am, like, I see everything here, if I have to know anything. Imagine if that was my job. Vince, you have to know all this about these B-boys and B-girls. Did you see their story time? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not nosy. I get that they show it, and maybe I follow some of these B-boys and B-girls, and sometimes I check their storyline. But I don't freaking hack the system and just check everything that they do. What's their daily schedule? That's weird, okay? I'm just a normal guy just talking about B-boy events because I have a passion for breaking. What do you want from me? But yeah, that's what's happening. It was a dope battle. I forget who won, but who cares, right? You can go watch it yourself. Next up is Just Debout. They just had their prelims or cipher, whatever you may call it. Qualifier something like other things like that. You know how there's like Red Bull and there's the Red Bull Cipher, and then after the Red Bull Cipher, you go to the Red Bull World Finals. Well, I guess they're having something similar here when it comes to Italy. So Italy just had their Just Boo, amazing dancers there. Good to see, especially the struggle crew coming in. Like within the popping community, I've been following Neji, and he's been killing it. Philippines, but also with his friend there from the struggles crew as well. It's good to see that over there overseas, and especially in Italy. I miss Italy. I really want to come back to Italy. Man, I had such a good time there. Even though I was there for a while, I want to stay there even longer. You know what I mean? But yeah, next up is and pretty much, of course, like a lot of stuff happened there, but I didn't watch the whole thing in just Debut Italy. I think they're having other stuff going on, especially over there in Japan, and you got like China, and right now they're in Wuhan, where the thing came. Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, we got some other events that are happening in the future from the schedule here, thanks to Jilu. What is Jilu up to even? Like, I don't like whatever happened to D-Tex and Jilu. Are they not a thing anymore? I always wonder about that. You know what I mean? Like, I heard she lives in Mexico, but I like she doesn't live in Mexico with his with her boyfriend that were in a relationship, and just out of nowhere like just nothing happened. Like I always wonder about that. Like whatever happened to these two? They were a couple, and then I guess freaking Jilu went full on like single ladies mode. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna do my own thing. I don't know. I hope Jilu finds Jesus. Anyways, uh, sorry. So there's other events going on here, like Tallinn and what is this? The Estonian championships, and also you got like other events, especially nonstop battles going on in Italy and Feis, Montpellier, and the German championships as well. Good amount of stuff here in terms of like if you want to know more events. Sometimes they post a schedule, sometimes they don't. But also, I remember seeing something from B-Boy Phil Wizard, aka the Olympic champion, and apparently he's doing something. Like he was with Ills and freaking Anton, and I guess they're doing something over there up there in Canada. Man, the snow looks high. Is everything okay there up in Canada? I don't know. But yeah, there's something there to look forward to, I guess. And I think that's it. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, jazz. This is this week's breaks. More soon, more next week. Stay tuned. Love and a peace. God bless.